Number 1, how do you know what side is side C?
The right angle.
Give me more. Yes, something with the right angle. Across from the right angle. So this is side C. So in a squared plus b squared equals c squared, the 10 can be the a or the b. It doesn't matter. Same thing with the 24. Okay, do I add or do I subtract? I add. So I'm going to do 10 squared plus 24 squared, which is 676. And what am I going to do to that answer? That is not c, is it? That is c squared. So to get rid of the squared, what do I do to it? Square root it. The square root of 676 will give me the side C, which is 26. So that was your answer. Check your work, please. Okay, number 2. Which of the following could represent the unit side lengths of a right triangle? Remember, all you're going to do on these is see which one is true by plugging them in to a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So like for choice F, you would say, is 4 squared plus 5 squared equal to 9 squared? So 4 squared plus 5 squared, is that equal to 9 squared? Yes or no? So that is not a right triangle. Okay, let's try G. Is 20 squared plus 30 squared equal to 40 squared? Yes or no? Are they equal? No. So we got to try H. Is 7 squared plus 24 squared equal to 25 squared? I got to go test it out. 7 squared plus 24 squared, is that equal to 25 squared? Therefore, those 3 numbers would form a right triangle. H is my answer. Now be careful. Number 3 says which of these would not form a right triangle. So which one did y'all get? And we'll go test it.
I got J.
Y'all got J? Okay, let's go test it out. Is 3 squared plus 5 squared equal to 6 squared? We're looking for the one that is not. So 3 squared plus 5 squared, 6 squared. Are those equal?
No.
So that was the answer. That is not a right triangle. Okay, without reading this one, what did I teach y'all? The 2 smaller squares
Equal to big square.
add up to equal the bigger square. So I have a bunch of ways I could say that, right? I could say red plus yellow equals, I can't hear y'all.
Blue.
Thank you. Okay, how could I write it backwards?
Blue minus yellow equals
Blue minus yellow equals red, or blue minus red equals.
yellow.
All right, so all we're going to do is read which statement is correct. So F says the area of yellow is equal to blue. Are these two equal to each other?
No.
Absolutely not. Okay, G, the area of yellow is equal to blue plus red. Is this one equal to these two added up? No. Blue is equal to red plus yellow, right? So no. H, yellow is equal to blue minus red. Yes or no? Yellow is equal to blue minus red. Yes. Number 5. Which side has to be side C? The one across from the right angle, so the missing side. So I would say 30 squared plus 40 squared equals to C squared. Do I add or do I subtract? I add these up, so 30 squared plus 40 squared. And what do I do to that number? The square root of 2,500 is 50. Number 6. What is the length of PQ? So from here to here, what's the length? Can you count that? Why not? It's a diagonal, isn't it? You can't count it. But can I count this length? What is this length right here? How many units? 3. Can I count this length? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I now solve for this because it is side C? C. All right, so I would say 3 squared plus 7 squared equals C squared. Do I add or do I subtract? Add. So I'm going to do 3 squared plus 7 squared, which is 58. What do I do to that number? Square root of 58 is 7.6 if I round. Do you see how we could not have counted that? There's no way. It's a diagonal. You can't count it. Number 7, which of the following would be a right triangle? Which one did y'all get as your answer?
J.
J, okay, let's try it out. Is 12 squared plus 16 squared equal to 20 squared? Let's see. 12 squared plus 16 squared, is that equal to 20 squared? Yes, so that is a right triangle because 400 equals 400. How are y'all doing on this? Good? What is side C called?
Right.
Hypotenuse. Very good. What is A and B called? Legs. Okay, that might be on your quiz tomorrow, okay? All right, this one. Now, this one's from a STAR test. You're not going to see this on your quiz tomorrow. You probably will see it on your CBA next week, okay? So let's look at it. It says you have a 25-foot ladder setting up against the side of the building. Do y'all see the ladder right here? Okay. The bottom of the ladder is 7 feet from the base of the wall. So this is 7. But do y'all see the triangle stops right here? Okay. So if I use Pythagorean theorem, it's going to solve for the distance from here to here. Are y'all with me? But the question says, what is the height of the building's wall? Well, the height of the wall, everybody should be looking at the board. The height goes from here all the way up to here. Do y'all agree? So, question. Will Pythagorean theorem give me that answer? No. Will Pythagorean theorem give me the height from here to here? Yes. And then what can I do to get the height from here all the way up? Take my answer from here and do what? Add. Okay, stop and think, guys. I want y'all to think. We're going to solve for this right here, yes? Okay, once I get this, if I want the height from here all the way up, I'm going to take my answer from here and do what with this? Add 8 to it because it's that plus this is the height of the whole thing. Are y'all good? All right, what does this side have to be? C. So I have 7 squared plus, I'm going to call this B. B squared equals 25 squared. Do I add or do I subtract? So I have 25 squared minus 7 squared, which is 576. What do I do to that number? The square root of 576 is 24. That means this height from here to here is 24. But that's not my answer. Are y'all listening? They want the height from here to here plus this piece. What is this piece? So what is 24 plus 8? 32. And it must go before the decimal. Do y'all see how some students might have put that the answer was 24? But that was not the entire height, right? You had to take it a step further. Okay, go to number 9. This is the lesson from Friday. So if you weren't here Friday, you really need to pay attention. It says point Q is at 5, 6. So where do I go? Go to 5, 6. So here's 5, go up 6, put a dot. That's point Q. Y'all know how to plot a point. We've been doing this. It says you take it and you translate it, which just means move it. 10 units left and 8 down. So go 10 units left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then go 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it says there's the new point Q. So this is the old Q. This is the new Q after we moved it. It wants to know the distance between the Q's. So if I draw a line from Q to Q, can I count that distance? Why not? You're right. Why? It's a diagonal. You can't count a diagonal on a graph. But what can I count? I can count straight up and straight over, making a right triangle. So this side was 10, this side was 8, and the side I'm looking for is side what? A, B, or C? C, because it's across from the right angle. So all you're doing is making a right triangle and then solving for the missing side. All right, so I'm going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I'm going to do 8 squared plus 10 squared equals c squared. Do I add or do I subtract? Add. So I have 8 squared plus 10 squared, which is 164. And what am I going to do to that number? The square root of 164 is 12.8. Which answer is closest? A. Everybody good with that? So if you were absent Friday, you now know how to do the assignment, and it's on the Google Classroom, so make sure you get that done. All right, number 10. Did you need to solve this one, or did you know the answer? Did I teach y'all the famous triangle 3, 4? It's 3, 4, 5. If you have 2 legs that are 3 and 4, the C is 5. But let's go look. This is the one we did the example of the first day. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. That's 25. And what do I do to my answer? The square root of 25 is? 3, 4, 5 is a famous right triangle. So if you have a right triangle and the legs are 3 and 4, the side C is going to be 5. Okay? 6, 8, and 10 is also another famous right triangle. So 6, 8, and 10, you can just memorize those. All right, this one. Did they give me C or am I solving for C? They gave it to me. So I have 6.3 squared plus B squared equals 15.4 squared. Do I add or do I subtract? Subtract. All right, 15.4 squared minus 6.3 squared. And I take that answer and I do what to it? The square root of 197.47 is 14.05. Okay, we're going to do one more for sure. All right, number 12. What do I do at this point? Mark it. So I go to negative 3 on the x-axis and then go down 5. That's point M. It says I'm going to move it 6 right, 5 up. So 6 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my new M. Can I count the excuse me, can I count the distance from here to here? No. So I can count this, and I can count this. This is 6, this is 5. Hold on. 6 squared plus 5 squared equals C squared. That's 61. What do I do to my answer? The square root of 61 is 7.8. Guys, I need y'all to look at this answer. What is it closest to, 7 or 8? It is closer to 8. All right, hey, this is your study guide. Keep it. You have a quiz tomorrow, okay?